Today, let's talk about antivirus. And one of the most common questions I get is what's the difference between regular old fashioned antivirus and the new next generation antivirus, anti malware, anti spyware products that are available on the market right now? So, what is the difference? First, let's talk about the traditional antivirus. I'm sure a lot of you know that the way it works is you would download it, install it, and every day it would connect to the internet and download all the updates from the server from whatever company you're working with, whether it be Norton, Symantec, McAfee, Kaspersky, whatever, they all work the same way. And it would download a list of definitions and information about known viruses and cybersecurity threats. What would then happen is either on a scheduled basis or sometimes it seems a little bit random, which it isn't, but it seems to always interrupt your work, is that the software scans your computer and compares all the files that are running on the computer with the definitions that it just downloaded from the service provider's servers. So it looks for known viruses that have already been identified by your service provider for antivirus. So there's two things that are a little bit not super convenient about this. First of all, it takes time to download and also scan through all your files on your computer, comparing the files to the antivirus definitions. At the same time, if you're not connected to the internet, or for some reason your computer can't connect to its server, you're not comparing the possible threats on your computer to the latest definitions. So it's possible that it could miss them, and it's possible that there's a brand new virus or malware out there. It hasn't yet really been discovered, and it's not in the definition. So even if the software scans it, it's not able to detect it and protect your computer from this threat. Now, next generation antivirus and anti-malware works in a little bit of a different way. Generally, it might scan all your files when you first install, but generally speaking, it doesn't really need to do that. What it does is it analyzes the behavior of programs and services on your computer. So it's looking at the way the software is operating, what parts of the computer it's accessing, what files are changing, and what traffic is going in and out from the internet. So this is something called heuristics analysis, and it's not comparing strictly to a database of known threats, but it understands behavior of software that could be causing problems on your computer and could be dangerous and compromise your cybersecurity. So one of the advantages of this is that if your computer is disconnected from the internet or from the server, or you have trouble updating, it still has a significant amount of protection. Second of all, it doesn't slow down your computer as much because it doesn't need to scan in the same way. It's a small service that runs in the corner, runs in the background, and is constantly updating itself and comparing threats to threats that other subscribers are encountering. So if somebody in another part of the world just gets attacked by something new that nobody's ever seen before, the software detects that there's something strange about it and deems it a threat, or the other person flags it as a threat. Your computer, using the cloud community-based knowledge, will protect your computer and your system based on the information that it gets from other users like yourself, from the security service provider, and just from the general behavior of the software. So generally speaking, it's always best at this point to jump to a next generation antivirus, anti-malware, cybersecurity endpoint protection. They're not very expensive. They can be centrally managed, so you can have policies that apply in different ways to different types of employees, or based on their level of seniority or the type of work that they do. And they can all be managed through a main portal where you can have a bird's eye view of the threats and protections of your antivirus and anti-malware on your business network. So I hope that this made things a little bit more clear about traditional antivirus and next generation antivirus, anti-malware. If you have any more questions, if you have any comments, fill in below, send me a message. You can always drop by my website, ontrackservices.com, and check it out. And hope you have a great day.